Well, Paul Felder wants his teammate Sean Brady's nickname to be Brickhouse, and I'm not sure there's a more appropriate moniker for this guy than that. Have you ever seen a fighter respond better to a loss than Sean Brady did against Kelvin Gastelum after he was humbled by Bilal remembered the name Muhammad? This man's wrestling and grappling and sheer physical strength is as scary a proposition, I would think, for any future welterweight contender. And now with momentum reacquired, we'll see if Sean Brady can take that requisite next step. All right, so here's the welterweight champion, Leon Rocky Edwards. We are obviously excited to see how he handles this challenge here tonight, but how do you not harken back to the knockout against Kamaru Usman? He's thrown that kick so many times in training, in competition, threw it that night and changed his life forever.
I mean, we have seen him do this time and time again. It's actually one of his better combinations. I want to see how quickly he tries to use that high kick now. I mean, this guy has a swagger about him. He has a confidence about him that allowed him to do what many thought was impossible. But tonight, Leon will have to rely on all of those things in order to keep his championship. But he will also need to use the wrestling. He will also need to use all of his striking in order to push back or defend from the challenge of this young, hungry competitor. Yeah, I mean, he seems motivated by the title win. If you look at his physique, I don't know if that's a six-pack, but Leon Edwards looks like he is in the best shape of his life coming in here tonight.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sean Brady. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, Philadelphia, PA is on the map, courtesy of Sean Brady, one of the oncoming welterweight contenders in this division. He would tell you he's the most avoided guy in this division, but the opponent tonight had no problem signing on the dotted line. We'll see if Brady can get his wrestling game going early in this round tonight. Lands a big right hand early. Countering with the jab here, but he saw it coming. Oh, beautiful entry as he secures the double leg takedown. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
That was a slick transition.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position. Nice shot there by the chair. They don't take many of those. Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah. Oh, clinch position. Watch the knees and elbows come now.
Brady gets back up here. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. Overhand to the head is true. Great technique there. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, man. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
That's a good kick by him right there.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount, and now all of a sudden his opponent's in trouble. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will. Lead left by Edwards. And now some distance as they pull apart. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Edwards. Under 90 seconds to go in the round. Oh, he does it again, takes this fight right back to the ground one more time. This is exactly what he told us on Thursday. The game plan he's executing to perfection.
And he's doing it exactly as he said he hoped it would go. He's getting to the legs, getting fantastic angles, and just wrestling beautifully. The takedowns are amazing, but it's the ground strikes that he's landing once he's getting there that is truly a sight to behold.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
30 seconds left in the round.
20 seconds to go in round one.
I need you to scramble. Scramble.
Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep. Oh, big elbow.
Final seconds here. Edwards is in half guard. Second round, straight ahead.
Excellent. Keeps dropping his left hand, leaving his jaw wide open for him. Stay on the outside, pump him with the jab.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight, not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. I thought he did a pretty good job defensively in the previous round to minimize the damage of those ground strikes.
Oh, absolutely. He was moving his head. He was controlling.
Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, big left hook there.
Oh!
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by Brickhouse Brady. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes, as the opponent's hands go up, he drives himself into the guy to try and secure a takedown. Truly, truly high-level striking mixed with unbelievable wrestling.
Edwards is cut above the eye.
Nice punch to the head. He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head.
Nice straight there by Sean Brady. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Swing and a big miss by Edwards. He missed with that jab attempt there. Circling to his right. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Big right hand lands. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Good. Guillotine jump.
Oh, he's out. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassed this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again. Under a minute to go, round 2. Clean hook there. Oh, and he found the target again. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Edwards' eye is closing up. Looking to land the leg kick now.
Oh, nice.
Connected with a solid punch right there.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked the lock. He got pressure forward and off to the side rope with his back to release that pressure.
What a round. All right, heading back to the corner, and Edwards is bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Edwards' kick to the body, that one blocked. Punishing kick there. Lead kick is true there by Edwards. Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
Good straight hand there by Edwards. So the head strike's starting to pile up. Gets the single leg takedown. Pretty good velocity on that one. Edwards is going for a choke.
Yep, that guillotine's deep. Look at that. He's in trouble. It's over. It's over.
Ooh, surgical chop, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock. Rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission.
Good work from the top here by Edwards. And he is back up to his feet. Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Brady's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Game of inches right now.
I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, he gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs.
Nice level change.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. Oh, nice.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Sean Brady. All right, looks like he's setting up for a finish here. Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Under 2 minutes now to go. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, shades of the Godfather with the ground and pound Mark Coleman as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor.
Beautiful transition.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Rubber guard form now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do here?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down, come around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work, trying to advance position to your ground and pound.
Right.
If you play it there, oh, nice headlock.
Well, it looks like that dose is tight. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now.
Nice block.
Brickhouse Brady's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Oh, nice double leg, yes. He passed the half guard. He's getting the mount here.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
All right, watch out for the setup here, DC. I know you don't play shots there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
That leg kick hurt.
All you see is... Oh! That is it! Leon Edwards has done it! Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest. Now 2 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, how about Leon Edwards, your winner tonight by KO? Look at him now. It is amazing to think where he was just a few short years ago. Now he's all the rage.
I mean,